Breaking news, folks. If you're a football fan, hold on to your seats because today's news will leave you speechless. The NFL has just been rocked by a trade that could change the landscape of the entire league. Najee Harris, the Pittsburgh Steelers star running back, is heading to the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you heard that right. This is not just another trade, this is one of the most shocking and unexpected moves in NFL history. Najee Harris is no longer a Steeler, and the Cowboys are now adding one of the most dynamic and powerful backs in the game to their already formidable roster. But how did this come about? What does this mean for both teams, and most importantly, what does this mean for the rest of the NFL? Let's dive deep into this jaw-dropping trade and explore all the angles. For those who may not know, Najee Harris has been the focal point of the Pittsburgh Steelers offense since he was drafted in the first round of the 2021 NFL Draft. Harris immediately made a name for himself with his incredible combination of size, speed, and power. Over the past few years, he's accumulated over 3,000 rushing yards and 28 touchdowns. His hard-nosed running style and ability to churn out tough yards has made him one of the league's most reliable backs. Whether it's his ability to break tackles or his vision on the field, Harris has been a cornerstone for the Steelers' offense. But after a series of rebuilding moves, a shift in focus, and an emphasis on the future, the Steelers have decided to trade away their star running back. The Cowboys, on the other hand, have made a huge statement with this acquisition. Let's talk about how this trade came to fruition. Jerry Jones, the owner and general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, confirmed the trade today, and that's when things really started to take shape. This is big. We're talking about the Cowboys, one of the most iconic franchises in NFL history, making a bold move to strengthen their offense and make a serious push for the Super Bowl. The Cowboys have been competitive for the past few seasons, but they've been looking for that one piece to elevate them to true contender status. With a high-powered passing attack led by Dak Prescott and a solid defense, the only thing really missing was a consistent, elite running back. While Tony Pollard has been good, he's never been the workhorse that a team can rely on for 25-plus carries a game. That's where Najee Harris comes in. When you look at Harris, you see a player who has the physical attributes to dominate at the NFL level. Standing at 6'2" and weighing 230 pounds, Harris is a bruiser who can wear down defenses with his powerful running style. But he also has surprising agility for a man of his size, and he's capable of breaking long runs when given the chance. The Cowboys' offensive line has been solid in recent years, and with the addition of Harris, they now have a real ground game to complement their dynamic passing attack. This move could take Dallas' offense to the next level, especially when you consider how balanced their offensive attack could now become. With Harris in the fold, the Cowboys will now have a true bell cow back who can carry the ball, grind down the clock, and open up play-action opportunities for Dak Prescott and company. There's no denying that adding Harris to the mix makes the Cowboys' offense far more dangerous. The trade is also a huge statement about the direction Jerry Jones and the Cowboys are taking. The NFL is evolving, and while passing offenses dominate in today's game, there's still something to be said for having a strong running game. The ability to control the clock, wear down opposing defenses, and impose your will on the ground is a major advantage, especially in the postseason. When you think about playoff football, it's often the teams with the ability to run the ball effectively who have the most success. Look at the 49ers, for example. Their ability to control the line of scrimmage with a dominant run game has been a huge part of their success. The Cowboys now have the ability to do something similar with Najee Harris. You've got to believe that Jerry Jones sees this as a way to push the Cowboys from a good team to a legitimate Super Bowl contender. But while the Cowboys are celebrating, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going in a different direction. It may seem surprising to some that the Steelers, a team known for its physical running game, would move on from Harris, but when you break it down, the decision starts to make sense. The Steelers have been in a transition phase for a couple of years now. They have a young quarterback in Kenny Pickett, who they are clearly building around, and they are looking to get younger and more dynamic at the skill positions. The Steelers have been loading up on young talent over the past few seasons, especially at wide receiver and tight end. They've also made moves to strengthen their offensive line, which has been a point of weakness. While Harris has been a key contributor, the team's priorities are shifting. Pittsburgh is looking to the future, and trading Harris allows them to free up cap space and gain valuable draft picks to help with their rebuilding efforts. It's worth mentioning that the Steelers still have a solid running back group. Jaylen Warren, a promising young back, is capable of stepping into a bigger role, and the team can always look to the draft to add another player to complement Warren. And while it's a tough pill to swallow for Steelers fans who have grown attached to Harris, this trade could prove to be a smart long-term move for Pittsburgh. In today's NFL, running backs are often seen as replaceable, especially with teams now tending to use running back by committee approaches. With the Steelers focusing on building around Pickett and creating a more balanced offense, moving Harris seems like a decision that fits their overall strategy. So what does this mean for the NFL as a whole? For one, it sets a major precedent. The Dallas Cowboys just made a huge splash, and you have to imagine that other teams will take notice. The NFL is in a constant state of evolution, and this trade shows that the top teams are always looking to improve and position themselves for a Super Bowl run. If the Cowboys can stay healthy and continue to develop their offensive system under Mike McCarthy, they could be a force to be reckoned with in the NFC. The Cowboys were already considered one of the top teams in the NFC, and now they've added a top-tier running back to their arsenal. This trade not only boosts their offense, but also puts the rest of the NFC on notice. With teams like the Eagles, Giants, and 49ers also vying for top spots in the NFC, the Cowboys just made their case even stronger. On the flip side, Pittsburgh's decision to trade Harris will shake up the AFC North. The Ravens, Bengals, and Browns are all improving, and this trade puts the Steelers in a position where they'll have to rely on other aspects of their game to stay competitive. But Pittsburgh has always been known for its toughness and resilience, and you can bet that Mike Tomlin will find a way to make the Steelers competitive, even without a marquee back like Harris. The Steelers' defense remains one of the best in the league, and that will help them stay in the hunt for the playoffs in a tough division. Ultimately, this trade is a huge moment in the NFL, and its impact will be felt for years to come. Najee Harris in Dallas is a game changer. The Cowboys now have the balance they've been looking for, and the Steelers are making a bold move towards their future. The NFL landscape just shifted, and we'll be watching closely to see how these teams adjust. But one thing is for certain, the Dallas Cowboys just became an even more dangerous team, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are now in a position to make some big moves as they look to build for the future. What do you think? Is this trade a game changer for the Cowboys, or will the Steelers come out ahead in the long run? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another update. Until next time, peace out.